It is, I think it is. I think it is. Oh, the field next door is being ploughed. This is very exciting. This field's being ploughed as well. Wondering if I should have worn some different shoes. I think I might go get my wellies on. I had a plan today to go up and down the hill, that ridge in the furrow. But since it's been ploughed, I think we're going to go the other way and walk up and down the plough stripes. Sometimes it is a question of changing your tack when opportunities come your way. Well, hello, good morning and welcome to another metal detecting adventure. And what a beautiful day for it. The sky is blue, I can hear the skylark singing, and to top it off, the cherry on the cake, there's been some ploughing going on in our buckle field. So I'm going to run up and down this edge, which is where I left off last time, and just check that I haven't missed anything decent. And then I think I'm just going to barrel around and just enjoy the fact that I can see in the far distance the big blue sea. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. What a lovely, lovely day to be out and enjoying the spring sunshine. Honestly, now I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I do this hobby. During the winter, sometimes you think, what's this all about? I feel like I've won the lottery, or it's my birthday and I've had a big surprise gift. Ploughed soil. I never would have thought I'd have ploughed soil in any of my farms. But I suppose this is the one. If it's going to be ploughed, it's going to be here, because this is a farm which grows things. It's an arable farm. And they grow vegetable crops. They have to plough the land. So, brilliant. The other bonus of having ploughed soil is that you've got a track to follow. So you can see where you've been. And this is where I found all those buckles and that lovely hammered coin. Well, it wasn't lovely. It was completely kaput. But to me it was lovely, because I don't very often find hammered coins, particularly not here in Devon. I've left my spade all the way at the other end, so you know what's going to happen, don't you? I'm going to get a signal and I'm going to need my spade. That's my tactic. It's a double bluff. Now we've got an issue because my spade's all the way over there. Can't even see it, it's so far away. Right, where are you? Is that it? Haha. Scrap. Nasty aluminium scrap. Well, I'll go for it even though I haven't got my spade. Should probably go and get it, shouldn't I? Oh, for a minute there I thought that was something good. It's not. It's a bloody ring pull. The classic Detectorist find. The bane of our lives. I don't actually find that many of these, but when you find one, they have that cut edge that looks like a hammered coin, and yeah, scrap. Well, it's on the line. It doesn't sound great. It's a bit sort of like whoop whoop. It's not really like clean, but that sounds a bit better. Let's see. Oh, I can see what it is. We got ourselves a coin. It's big and green. $1939, a wartime coin. In which case, it's not going to be a Victoria. It'd be a George. This one sounds nice. Oh, actually, is it? No, that's changed. I still think we should dig it. I still think we should dig it because we don't know for sure. Oh, is that it? For goodness sakes. Another bit of that scrappy stuff. This field is full of this stuff. I think this is what is called green waste. My understanding of the term green waste is that farmers will bring in organic waste from the landfill, and occasionally farmers will put that stuff on the soil to nourish it. But of course, when things get inadvertently mixed up in those bins, so tin can being one of them, plastic and stuff, it ends up in the soil. I think that's what is meant by the term green waste when detectorists talk about fields being contaminated with it. It's really annoying, the little shreds of aluminium can particularly, because they sound really good. So unfortunately, you've got to dig them to find the hammered coins and the other good things. And I've dug a lot today. So just as a reminder where we are today, I'm standing on a hill which was once a ridge and furrow landscape, a medieval farmed landscape. And I think we may have just found a little sign of medieval life. Let's have a look at what this is. I've seen an edge. I think it looks good. I'm getting excited here, guys. I'm getting excited. Let's turn you around. It's not the best signal I've ever heard, but it's definitely, it's hovering around that line, isn't it? And we're on this stripe of the field where I've told you I found a lot of buckles, I found a hammered coin. Now I think we might have another one here. Let's just have a look and see. Oh, it is, I think it is. I think it is. For a horrible minute there, I thought it was a button. I think it is. I think it is. I saw this bit on the back. There's a kind of nodule which feels like a button shank, but it's not. I don't think it is. I think it's a coin. It's a coin. Oh, look at that. That is what this is about, isn't it? That's the second hammered coin I found in this field. And I think I'm going to stick on this stripe. This stripe is a good place to hang. The Manticore has done it. That is as hammered as it comes, isn't it? Look at that beautiful thing. It's a long cross. It's got the pellets in there. So is it going to be an Edward penny? Oh my God, the colour of this. The silver on that. That is so cool. A beautiful hammered coin. I can see a marvellous monarch. Beautiful, beautifully rendered. That is cool, isn't it? That is very cool. I think after having a very early start this morning, racing down to the sea to have a look at the lunar eclipse, I'm going to probably head off soon, but I'm absolutely delighted with that coin, and I'll tell you for why. I have probably been here in between the last video I made here. I've probably been back here 3 times in cold, cold, windy conditions and found absolutely nothing of note. And I was actually thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to put a video out this week because there's nothing really to show you. But I think the interesting thing about this field is there is a lot of green waste on here. And, you know, the question is, do you dig through the green waste? Do you persevere with it? Does green waste make it any less likely that you're going to find hammered coins? No, but it does make your job more challenging because you've got to dig those bits of scrappy aluminium that sound like coins. And then sometimes a good thing will come your way. I guess it's up to you. Can you be bothered to put the time in to dig the stuff out, to sometimes have days where you find nothing, but then, like today, you do find something, then of course it's worth it. I'm well chuffed with that coin. I think it's going to be an Edward the First or Second again. Same date as the last one. Same date as the church I can see up there on that hill. Same date as the ridge and furrow landscape I'm walking on right now. And you can see that the ploughed part of this field is exactly why we can't see the ridge and furrow anymore, because the modern plough just basically just takes that whole ancient structure away and it's gone. But it's still there under the ground and you can see it on the LiDAR. I'm tired. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. You know what? When I make my mind up, I've just made my mind. I just turn around and go. Happy days, happy days. And how ironic that the thing that I found was not in the part of the field that's been revealed by the modern plough, but was in the part of the field that was made by the ancient ridge and furrow plough, the one man and his ox. I think I'm going to take you now to see something that I have never seen but I've read about, which is in a church close to this field and this permission. And I've read about an artefact that was turned up by a plough, and it is really something quite special. So I think we're going to go and have a look and see if we can enter the church and have a look at that object. This village is listed in the Domesday Book of 1086. Parts of this church are Norman. Apparently this lantern once hung at the door of the workhouse in the town nearby. Amazing tower, isn't it? Let's go in and have a look. This is an early Norman font. Look at the creatures, look at that bird. And these figures, they look pagan, but the base of the font is absolutely Norman. Amazing thing. Now I can see the object that I've come to see. I've never seen it before, but I've heard about it. So this is an object that was found by the plough in the 1960s. It wasn't even found by a metal detector, it just was turned up in the soil. Let's have a look at it. Golly, it's absolutely tiny. Much smaller than I was imagining. Look how tiny it is compared to my hand. It's a beautiful bronze figure. How on earth was that spotted? Because it's really not very big. Maybe someone was walking behind the plough. And how lovely that it's been returned here. Apparently this figure was looked at by the Victoria and Albert Museum and it's been dated to 1150. So it's a 12th century figure. That's about 100 years older than that coin I just found. What a beautiful church. I feel really lucky to have come in here and seen that lovely little bronze object. Amazing to think that it's nearly 1,000 years old, that thing, and that it was found in the 1960s by someone just working in the fields that didn't even have a metal detector. Incredible. Maybe they spotted the green tone of the bronze. Absolutely stunning little thing. Hope you've enjoyed my video. What a fun day I've had. I'm so delighted with that coin and I'm so happy to have seen that beautiful little bronze object. Hope you've enjoyed this and look forward to seeing you again on the next vid.